Organizations are only as good as the people in them, but there are layers to it. In this video, I'm going to revisit the cultural cycles framework and talk about where I think we are in a workers' rights shift post-pandemic. So there are 4 layers to the cultural cycles framework. There's the I, the individual. There's interpersonal, how people interact with each other. There's the institutional, which I think of having 2 layers: policy, like work policy, what we hold organizations accountable for, and the law. And then that is all informed by what the overall culture idea determines is good or bad. So to shift this overall idea, all 3 of these layers have to demand it to change. I think we're seeing right now with laborers or work-related issues, nobody wants to work anymore. I think we're starting to see a collective shift between the I and the interpersonal, and this is making the institutional nervous. And this is what has happened before in labor rights. As I've said in another video, labor rights have never been given, they've always been demanded. So I think people are starting to notice, hey, we have less PTO now, the wages have not kept up with inflation for a while. Now that we have technology, the 8-hour workday doesn't make as much sense, and it's even bleeding over, and we have more technology, and now I'm just expected to be available all the time. And people are starting to join together interpersonally, but not really to demand the institutional. I say not really because humans still have a tendency to not stand up for each other till it's about them. The institutional layer does not have to change for one person, and it will not change for one person. You have to care about more than yourself if you want to see change. Let's just think of, I talk about workplace bullying on here. There's a tendency that when one person is bullied, that people don't intervene, that they don't say, that's not okay, I'm not okay with that, until it's them. And then they're surprised when it comes back, and that same bully, when this person leaves, and then the same bully comes for them next. It's only when people collectively as a group say we're not okay with this that it stops. This also happens a lot with like DEI related issues. There's what is that poem from like World War II that's like, I stood for nothing, and then by the time it came to me, there was nobody to stand for me either. Yes, organizations are only as good as the people within them, and they are only as good as that we stick up for each other and work together. Because we cannot shift the idea that people matter and not just profits without each other.